windows down, scattered clouds, smell of spring outside. Open road, you sitting close. Let's go somewhere far away. 'Cause if all I have is you, then I'll be just fine. Yeah, I'll be just fine. Heading for the western shore, while the sun it slowly fades. Days are full, and I'll spend them with you. So let's go somewhere far away. 'Cause if all I have is you, then I'll be just fine.
Oh my gosh, okay. Okay. We just want to thank everybody really quickly for taking the time out of your busy days, weekends to come celebrate our love. You guys are all of our closest friends and family. So we really appreciate you all. We're not used to having the center of attention on us, so we really appreciate you guys. And then also, thanks to Scott and Kathy for hosting our brunch. And then our VIPs over here, our family. They're here. And then, of course, all of our friends. You guys are great. You guys are our closest friends, so we really appreciate you. And then I think Scott wants to say a few things.
I just want to make sure. Right, so after this, I will be selling you real estate, a little bit of right, or a used car, whichever we go with. So, you know what's funny? I wanted to say something, and I was probably going to say part of this for the toast tomorrow, but I'm going to say out loud today, is that how many of you here have a significant other with you? Show of hands. There you go. And it's great. And keep in mind, did that significant other raise your bar? Put your numbers higher than they were before. Mitch, I know for sure for you. So here it is, Lynn, and this is due to your family in the lap. You raised our numbers up. You moved them up, right? We are a better family because you're a part of it. So the other side of that coin is that because you moved our numbers up, we've exponentially moved yours down a bit. And so on behalf of the Heisey family, I apologize for that. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so thank you for coming. Please enjoy this, and I will be doing another toast, and I'll do a roasting half of you tomorrow. Thank you.
Partner in crime, your bridesmaid for this fabulous occasion. I've known the bride and groom for almost 6 years now. Yeah, long time. And I first met Lynn when we showcased our alarming lack of talent in flag football. We made every person out there look like an absolute pro. But what we found camaraderie in our shocking ability to score points. And I think we formed a really unbreakable bond. And I'm going to try not to cry from here on out. Lynn, I still remember the first day I met you. I remember looking over at Tyler and I remember saying to him, she's literally the kindest human I've ever met. And even though we didn't grow up in the same high school or run around in the same cliques, I knew that we would be fast friends. And it wasn't our mutual love of sour cream and ruffles chips or the fact that we love trashy TV shows. It was the fact that you were literally the kindest, warmest human I've ever met. And you see the positive in every possible scenario. And if you start crying, I'm going to start crying. So, one of my favorite memories of you both is when Austin thoughtfully gifted Tyler and I new bikes. And I can finally admit in front of everyone here today that was the first time I've ridden a bike. But we were a little too drunk and confident from our game nights.
You didn't know that going in the first place.
And these two lovely humans taught me how to ride a bike as a grown woman. And that alone should tell you that they're going to be incredible parents one day. And one of my other favorite memories is we had one of Austin's dad's beers which was very carbonated, and it went out of my nose, and it was lovely, and I shared a lot of memories. But I'm gonna stick to Modelo's from here on out.
Sorry, Scott.
Sorry, Scott. But these are just some of my favorite memories with you both. And what matters here today is the love between you two. And I'm just so grateful that you found each other and that Austin finally popped the question, because you took a little too long, mister. But
Hey, we weren't going to mention that.
yeah. But I love you. Cheers to the beautiful bride and groom. We love you so, so much.
Great to see y'all. I know there's many familiar faces in here, and friends and family and people I got the pleasure of meeting today, and so it's great to be here and just be able to celebrate the beautiful bride and groom as well. They say you should never meet your heroes. Austin met me but really through the relationship that we've had with Zach and Mitch and Drew and Ryan and so many of the guys as well, when I would be kind of invited out to go play. I called it Chaos Ball. I don't know what we all really called it. It was like this chaotic, dangerous game. Cluster Ball. That's what it was. That was probably the PG version of it. Was Cluster Ball.
We were losers.
Yeah, absolutely. But really being able to be invited out to these different games and to the bars and whatnot, being able to see kind of growing the relationship and the friendship with all of you, but especially with Austin as well, was really, really valuable and meaningful as well. And so, you know, as I searched for a memory of the exact moment I met Austin, I really couldn't pinpoint it. There was moments and times, of course I was like, oh, I remember that, but that first time I really couldn't recall. So in contrast, many of my memories are consistent with him being around the guys, cracking jokes, appreciating his swift wit, his athletic ability in playing football in so many different places as he, you know, ran around the bars and whatnot as well. But as time was going on, he started dating Lynn, and as me and Emily grew deeper as well, we all developed a deeper relationship, and that really, I think, was the blossoming of that friendship as well. Some of my best memories are centered around game nights at each other's houses, trying new foods like those Ruffles. We're not sponsored, but they're pretty freaking good, so I would recommend them. But trying new foods, hiding Smirnoff Ices for one another, finding a love for sour cream and cheddar chips, having such wonderful time enjoying your fellowship. But like Emily mentioned, that these weren't, there were times of key learnings in our relationship, one of which was allowing me the great opportunity to understand more about my wife, Emily, that she becomes very confident after a few drinks and if I get involved. And so that was one of the blessings that you also gave me as well. When I think back to one of those immediate core memories, I think was when Emily and I were like on the road to your house one of the first game nights, and we were like, this has got to be good. Like, they are so cool. Like, we just got to be friends with them. So naturally went to it was like Total Wine or one of the liquor stores, picked up a bottle of tequila. That looked really cool. And then, of course, you know, there we go. And then Austin and I were like, let's take shots. We're like, yeah, it looks great. It happened to be mezcal, which then I learned that, oh, it's smoky and it's rough and we're choking. And our appreciation for Blanco shortly thereafter for tequila was birthed. And so really appreciate those learning opportunities with you too. Now I can share more and more about stories that bring a smile to my face, like our bar call that we would go throughout, which for those unfamiliar, we would often get lost in the bars and to find each other, and as you scream that out, you can find which corner of the room they might be in. The car bombs that we would enjoy in downtown Campbell, over there at the bars too. The wedding at Cancun, and many more opportunities just to get to know them. And I think back to kind of the sadness of us moving, and that was one of the biggest trade-offs that Emily and I had to make. We're like, we love our friends here, we love all of you in this room, we love Austin and Lynn, but we have to transition to North Carolina, and having to realize the trade-off is, well, we have a really great, intimate relationship is, instead of being 20 miles away, we'll just be 3,200 miles away, not that we're counting. And that was one of the deep sadnesses, I think, of kind of the transition the last few years, but so glad to see your relationship blossom. So, all the same, I deeply admire you, Austin, and I'm so eternally grateful that you found the love of your life in Lynn. I think you're absolutely perfect for each other. And you're someone I seek to resemble. Your patience, your generosity, your humility, your humor, your work ethic, and the overall joy that you bring to life is something I think all of us in this room can take hints of and really resemble in our own life as well. I can confidently say that by knowing you, almost lost my place in line, right, there we go. I can confidently say it by knowing you and Lynn, that Emily and I, my life are only better for it. So thank you for both being the golden standard of what good friendship looks like. With that being said, everyone please raise your glass, which I didn't bring up with me, but please raise your glass. Here's to finding someone who brings out the best in you, shares in the smallest joy, and stands by your side through it all. Toss it away.
That chick was all around drinking, right? Oh, tequila. Oh, all these other things. So after this, there will be an AA meeting, and you guys hang out for a little while. So, because that's all I got from that. I'm sorry. Zach, you want to take a shot, buddy?
Zachary,
Come on.
Zachary.
Oh!
Come on. I knew you weren't going to do this on your own.
Big Z!
All right, now.
Hi everyone. For those of you who haven't met me, I'm actually Austin's oldest brother, which you couldn't tell.
He looks like a little girl. That's his.
I'm wearing your shirt. If I when we were growing up, we used to have this quote. There was a rule in the house, and it was no body contact, which is ridiculous. You had 3 sons, and you were like, we're gonna have no body contact. Impossible to enforce. But I was always older and bigger, and I was like, this is kind of bullshit. I can't even beat the ball, right? And I went off to school, and Austin was really young when I left, but when I came back, he was basically twice the size of me, and I was like, oh, the rule was to protect me. This time. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say. I left home pretty early when Austin was young, and we didn't get to grow up together necessarily. But it's been super cool seeing like his really, really close friend group. And it looks like you guys just support each other, love each other. Lynn has been amazing in addition to the family. We're so happy that you're officially part of us, but I don't know. As far as Kayla and I are concerned, you were the one from day one. When I first met you, you were like, if he doesn't lock this down, we're gonna be real pissed about it. So yeah, congratulations, you guys. I won't do the raise a glass because everyone has an alcohol problem. But yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting those of you who I don't know, and yeah, thanks for being here. So,
Bits, you can say. Okay.
Say one more.
Give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. All right. If you guys know me, I'm a bit shy. Just kidding. All right, my name is Hong. I am Lin, the other Lin, his brother-in-law. This is my son here. I don't know what he's doing. All right, Yui, you set a 4-minute timer for me, or otherwise I'm gonna talk forever.
all right.
But today isn't about me. It's about Ling and Austin. All right, I've known Ling for over 15 years, 17 years now, so pretty much half her life. But to be honest, for the longest time, I kind of felt like I was just her older sister's boyfriend. We didn't have much of a relationship. Want to say something? Say I love you. No? Okay. Right, we didn't have much of a relationship. And through all of life's experiences, and fast forward to today, we've grown much closer. Have we? Yes. Yes, I'll pay you later. The $20 later, okay? Okay. If you know Ling, she's one of the kindest and sweetest people in the world. She'd be willing to drive an hour and a half to our house to help watch her nephew Corey right here. When Ling and the other Ling and I would want to night out. And I'm not just saying this because we need a sitter next month. Wait, you get my hint? Now Austin, there aren't enough good words in the dictionary to describe Austin. You can always count on him for a good time, great conversations, and stories. Has anybody here heard about the story about his brother shooting him in the eye with a BB gun? Which brother was that? Zach? That's called sibling rivalry right there. I don't know what he did to you, knocked over your Legos, but that's what he did right there.
Hold on, it was a Nerf gun.
Oh, it was a Nerf gun? Okay.
Yes, it was.
It was
So,
a flare gun.
So on the theme of drinking, last year we were in downtown Campbell, all of us, and we were having plenty to drink. And it wasn't water, okay? We definitely have an alcohol problem. and Austin and I were chatting. I don't know if I was just hearing things or seeing things, but he goes, "I'm gonna propose this year," and I was like, "What? This year?" And I thought I was maybe hearing things, or he was just drunk talking. So fast forward to Christmas, all our families were together. Scott was there, Kathy was there. We were together, and I was like, "He's gonna propose today." I know he is. Okay, I know he's gonna propose today because we have 6 days left in the year. What else could it be, right? Well, guess what? Okay, hold it. Well, guess what? He didn't propose. So I thought he got cold feet. He was maybe, hello. Come on, Corey. Corey, hey. Oh, okay. This is how it is to have a 5-year-old, so bear with me, guys. So he didn't propose that day. So I thought he got cold feet. Well, it turns out the next day, he ended up taking Ling on a hike.
I'm not doing that.
And proposing. Alright, Ling and Austin, they're extremely patient with each other. They must be some sort of secret Zen masters because that type of patience takes a lot of meditation. I think the thing's out of battery.
Okay, after this awesome.
Okay. It's fine. That's fine. Just leave it. Corey. Okay. Has anybody here seen them mad at each other? Because I definitely have not. Yes. So some words of advice for the newlyweds. Continue to love each other more and more each day. Be patient with each other. We guys don't have that problem. And just communicate. We look forward to what the future holds in store for you guys. And by the way, Uncle Hong does have a nice ring to it. What do you think, Grandpa Scott? Okay. Let me just finish it off. Okay, I'll leave you guys with this last quote. Marriage is like a workshop where the husband works and the wife shops.
Santa Cruz together for 1 year. I first met Lynn because we were in the same sorority, and I originally had thought I wanted another wonderful girl to be my big sister. So I'm an only child, and so I took finding a big sister very seriously because to me, this is my actual big sister. We're gonna grow.
There you go, you're official.
Thank you. We're gonna grow, we're gonna learn together, and it's gonna be this lifelong sisterhood bond. I took my sorority very seriously at the time, so this meant a lot to me. And then I met Lynn, and she was just so full of sunshine and joy and happiness. She was so kind, so loving, so understanding, and I was like, this is it, this is my girl. And we just immediately fell in love. We just vibed so hard together to the point where she tried to play a prank on me and told me that a third girl was going to be my sorority big sister, and I said, that's it, I'm dropping. If Lynn's not my big sister, I'm out, that's the end, it's done. And from there on, we moved across the country from each other, but we still kept in touch with text messages and phone calls, like weekly. So even though we weren't in the same city anymore, we still kept in contact, and those memories are just very fond. And Lynn, you are just so beautiful inside and out, and I'm so glad to have met you and to have known you. You are so special to myself and everyone else that you meet. And Austin and Lynn, I just want to say I hope that y'all just have the most beautiful marriage. I love seeing y'all together. I loved hearing about everything from, I met this wonderful guy out, and then the first date to the proposal of the hike, I immediately knew. I was like, she's getting proposed to, from the different male pictures that she was sending, and we were hopefully, optimistically waiting. But I just hope that y'all have the best life together, you have so much fun growing old together, and have as much fun growing old together as me and Lynn did kind of growing up together. So I am going to do a cheers because we're celebrating. So cheers to the hike!
First of all, Evan, you look great.
Thank you, Ken.
You're welcome.
This is gonna go poorly. I should have written some because I'm quite something appropriate. certain number of years ago. I don't remember the number, but I remember at the time we would always go to this establishment spot where everyone would behave appropriately the whole time. And you know, the thing about Austin is he's very calm, centered demeanor, very mature, but he has this ability to kind of vacillate away from that sometimes when we're drinking. And I'm trying to think of PC words here. We had some good times. We had some very good times. I remember one of the first times we were hanging out, I was at your house in Trinity, and you walk up and you're like, "This is Scott, he's my stepdad." And I believed it at first, but I was like, "Oh, we kind of look like each other." Like, he's a little bigger than him, so maybe, I don't know, but you know. What's another reference point I can do here? It was COVID. I remember when the plague came down, and we all decided that we were not going to associate with most of the population, so we basically kept a small circle. That was, and then 1 month turned to 2 and 3 and 4. And I remember we got pretty close during that time. And then we got to Tyler and Emily's wedding when we got COVID. All that was for nothing. Alright, you know, you gave me the mic randomly. I'm running out of content. You have regular meals at regular set times. There we go. It's pretty good. I'm doing good, right? I'm doing really great right now. I'm on my 3rd Prosecco, so with that, we're going to do a cheers. You made me do this.
You're welcome.
Cheers. Cheers. Alright, so popcorn, Mitch.
There you go.
I don't want to talk on the mic. My voice is loud enough. But I'm so grateful that Kathy and Scott shared all 3 of their boys with me, and to be all of their aunties, Annie. It was my absolute privilege, and to watch you 2 grow together. And I was so excited when I met you, Lynn, and I don't know, I was flipping a coin who was going to propose first, Kathy. Austin! But I'm glad you did it first, Aus. And I can't wait for you to make me a grantee. In about 1.5 years after birth, I'll show up at your doorstep. That's when I'm good. This is when they can start walking around. But I love you both, and I'm so happy for you.
I wrote something because I don't want to look any of you in the eye, especially Lynn. Oh my God, you have a I wrote something. Okay, so for those I haven't met yet, my name is Sharon. Okay, I won't look at you. I've known Lynn since elementary, and while we might not talk every day, there's something special about friendship that can pick up right where it left off. We've known each other through many phases in our lives, from our birthday parties as kids, to partying as young wild adults, through heartbreaks and happiness. We've always kept in touch on birthdays and holidays, just to let each other know that we're thinking of each other. I haven't had a chance to get to know Austin yet, but I'm 99.98% sure that you're a special guy, because anyone who sees Lynn the way I do, beautiful complexities, deeply, inside and out, with a big heart and so much love to give. It's clearly someone who gets it. Austin, I have to thank you because after all these years of us trying to get together, your proposal and this wedding is how we're finally reunited. I'm just keeping it short and sweet, so to the beautiful couple, cheers to forever.
Family, new family, right? Absolutely. New family. We have a great family. Like I said, you moved that far. To our extended friends, amazing friends, and Evan. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Windows down, scattered clouds, smell of spring outside. Open road, you sitting close. Let's go somewhere far away. 'Cause if all I have is you, then I'll be just fine. Yeah, I'll be just fine.